Hey you guys, if you would like to see how I got this natural makeup look, continue to watch. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. So this is my beautiful model Anita, my close friend, and we just started off by jumping right into skin. So off camera, I had cleaned her face and moisturized and primed her face, and then I went in with some black opal cream foundation and applied it all over her skin. Then I applied a setting spray and used my Real Techniques Instapot brush to blend it all in. I used tapping motions to press the foundation all into her skin, and I used a darker color on the outer perimeter and a lighter color on the inner perimeter. So then for concealer, I went in with some Fenty concealer and I applied it to her chin, her cupid's bow area, her forehead, down her nose, and of course underneath her eyes. She really wanted a natural, flawless makeup look. She was going to be doing some TV interviews um, for the NBA actually, and I will link her information down below. She does a lot of stuff for black culture and travel in the black community and people of color. So if you are interested in that, I will most definitely link her information down below. So she really wanted just a natural look. I have to fight her to put lashes on, highlight, everything, and she just also really wanted a matte look because her skin does get dewy and oily. It looks beautiful on her, but that's not what she prefers. She prefers a matte look even though her skin gets dewy. So I just applied it to all of those areas. And then I went in with my Real Techniques brush and I just patted it all into her skin. And then I kept my foundation brush handy to blend out the edges that you can see, because clearly you can see them right there. So you always want to have a beauty blender or your foundation brush handy so you can blend out the harsh lines. So then to set the areas that I concealed, I went in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I did a first coat underneath her eyes, and then I put another second coat under her eye, just to get those creases out with the initial one, and then I baked. And I put in all the areas we concealed. I also put in her laugh line area and then chiseled out the bottom so her contour could show more. I did not cream contour today. I did a powder contour, which you will see because this is a natural makeup technique method. So I skip a lot of steps that you guys will see me usually do. It just depends on my client. It depends on the look that they need. And so there's different steps to do makeup. So I put it on the bridge of her nose, her forehead, and I also brought it to the sides of where her nostril is. So when I powder contour, it will pop a little bit more, and it also will set those oils that goes near her nose. So for powder contour, I went in with Dark Deep by MAC Skin Finish powder, and I used an L fluffy brush to put it on her cheekbone area and up towards her temple area. I did the same thing on the other side. So to dust off that translucent powder, I went in with, I believe, Medium Deep by MAC, and I got a fluffy brush and I just brushed it all off. So it's like I'm brushing it off and setting it at the same time. So I just did that on the bottom portion, down the bridge of her nose and her forehead, but I left that powder underneath her eyes so it could bake a little bit more, and then also to catch any fallout from when I do under eyeshadow for her. So, ooh, so then you know what, y'all? I actually double contoured on her. Yeah, I wanted it to show more, so I went in and I applied some more on her cheeks, and it came out real nice. So I just brought it up her temples, like I said before, and I just added some more on there to make it pop. It depends on how you want your contour to look. So then I went and I contoured her nose. So when you do nose contour, you always want to make sure it blends seamlessly. You never just want to see a sharp contour. So I bring it up to the eye socket near the brow, where the initial part where the brow starts, and just follow that, and it will give it a natural contour opposed to it looking very sharp. So for eyeshadow, she didn't even want me to put eyeshadow on her eyes. When I tell you I have to tell this girl to trust me, I know how you like your makeup. But so what I did is I went in with that dark deep color, that MAC skin finish powder, and I used it as a nice natural neutral brown for her eyelid. No primer, nothing. Like I said, this is a natural technique that I use. So the natural oils that are on her eyelid is what's going to pick up that pigment. And as you can see, her right, which is your left eye, you can already see the difference. So it's natural, it's beautiful on her skin tone, and it was exactly what she wanted. So for brows, I went and used my Absolute New York Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Smoke. Once again, she did not want me to touch her brows. I agreed with her because she has nice brows, but just the areas by her arch and the tip of her brow, I just filled in a tad bit just so it could have a little bit more shape and can fill in any gaps. But other than that, I really didn't touch her brows much. I then went in with some clear brow gel by Sephora, and I just ran the brush against her brows so it could pick up that gel, and then I brushed them up, and then I brushed them to the side so they can just lay down nicely. And yeah, for this type of look, you don't have to do concealer at the bottom. You could literally just fill in the brows. Sometimes a little concealer on the bottom doesn't hurt, but you don't always have to. So I actually brushed away the under eye setting powder. I actually meant to do this step that you see right now before brushing it away, but it still was all good. It worked out. If you have good high quality eyeshadows, you won't really always get fallout, but even if you get some, you just use your powder brush and brush it away. But I used the orangey shade, and I put it, a brown orangey shade, and I put it underneath her eye, and it just does a pop. I wasn't giving her any eyeliner, just that with some mascara, as you will see. For blush, I went in with Juvia's Place, and I chose is that Juvia's Place? I'm tripping, y'all. I don't know what that is, but I put a nice neutral orangey pinkish blush on her. It has some shimmer highlight in it. I always set the face with a setting spray, and then I use my damp beauty blender to blend in the blush so it could just go seamlessly with the skin. Then I just put some Fenty highlighter on her, on the apples of, well, not on the apples of her cheek, but her cheekbone, high cheekbone, cupid's bow, tip of the nose, down the bridge of her nose, and also on her brow bone. So to line her lips, I went in with a darker lip pencil on the outer corners of her lips, and then I went in with Cork by MAC for the rest of her lips. And she didn't want anything pink. She wanted a natural lip, so I just put some clear gloss on her. And then after putting the clear gloss, I just popped on that mascara. She has beautiful top and bottom lashes. So I did 2 coats on her bottom and also on her top to really let it set, and then just add more so it can really show the length and volume of her natural lashes. So this was her begging me to not put any inner corner highlight in the inner portion of her eyes, but I did what I wanted to do anyway. You're not even gonna see it. You really just have to have like some strong light to see it, but I did what I wanted to do anyway. She had to trust me. And see, you didn't even really see it that much. And then I applied my setting spray on her, and I used my foundation brush to just tap that into her skin all over her face. And that's how we ended. So I hope that you like this natural look. This is perfect if you're someone who doesn't really like to wear a lot of makeup and you just have something professional do, or you just want to have some simple, flawless, beautiful makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time.